Recently saw a video with Abin Preach. Shout out to Abin Preach, always putting out great content, in my opinion. But it says, I think it's called Amanda Seals is Back. I'm already forgetting it, and I just saw at least the title. But anyway, there's a lot that happens in that video. But I want to specifically talk about something one of the people that they were reacting to said. They were like, oh, why are we so hung up on credentials? They go on to say about like, hey, this person was providing value. Why, if you're providing value, why do you need to get hung up on credentials? Which I've been pretty sure that she wasn't providing value. She was scamming, right? And they show how she wasn't providing value, but that's a different story. Go check out the video if you want the full context of what I'm talking about. But what I want to highlight is when someone says, why we hang up on credentials. Credentials are important, and I'm going to just highlight three important reasons why they're important. One, trust and credibility. Yeah, I know I just threw credibility in there, but the reality of it is having credentials, whether that's a degree or a certificate or just overall experience, someone that can vouch for you and say, and then experience, because it's a big thing. It's saying, hey, I am a professional at my craft. Right? I'm not just some person that picked this up and decided I could do it one day and then I'm doing it. I can't go into our hospital and start being a doctor and operating. People are going to get, you know what I mean? And we use the doctor trope, but I'm going to use my professional standards. I'm an accountant, right? I've been an accountant for more than 15 years. Can you imagine what it would be like going into a company and say, hey, let me be an accountant for you with no experience, and then they're just immediately making me a director. Now I'm responsible for hundreds of millions of dollars. I have worked on businesses where their revenue is in the billions. Can you imagine trusting someone with billions of dollars and they have no experience on what they're doing, but they're just saying that they're an accountant? There are certain crafts and that just take a long time. Right? The people that drive the trains, the MTA, right? They need training. They can't just wake up one day and on the first day go drive a train with no background training, no manuals, no nothing like that. Like you get shadowed. That's why you need driving instructors. You know what I mean? Something as simple that we take for granted as driving a car. You can't just wake up one day because you played video games for 5-6 years and decide I'm going to go drive a car. I know how to pedal and brake work and all that stuff. Like, you know, like you need someone to teach you these things. Sure, you can read about it. And some people, there are a few people that can learn from reading about it. But applying real life knowledge to real life situations, you need someone to teach you those things. That's the first thing. Right? The second one is it creates more opportunities. I believe they did a video on the, I'm going to just say scammer, a few videos back where she was sitting down at a desk and she had all these accolades behind her. None of them was a degree, but a lot of them were showing awards and stuff for what she's claiming that she's supposed to be, right? And that's a big thing because people are going to see that and say, oh, they're a professional. That's why when you're looking for doing job interviews, you use your resume. People are going to look at your resume and scale. He did this. He worked in this industry. He did this for how many years? He handled this amount of money. I can't just go in without my resume and talk shop, right? The reason you use your resume is so people can go and verify your information. That's why they ask for references, right? Call your previous job's employer sometimes, right? Some people will be like, oh, why do you need to call my previous employer? Oh, sometimes or you have them call your friend. Yeah, give me a good reference, bro. Let them know how good I was. All of that it's not doing you any justice in your career path, in your professionalism. Right? I'm not saying your friend can't know how well you work. If y'all work in the same industry, sure, get away with that. But as an accountant, I'm not going to ask my friend who works in a restaurant to be a reference for me. That's the first thing, right? And lastly, having real credentials shows your commitment to your growth, right? It's right in line with the more opportunities portion that I just mentioned. Like, it's continuing to show your employees your level of professionalism, that how much you're willing to learn and grow within the industry, because things evolve over time. I can tell you personally, as an accountant, we're not just managing numbers. The rules change. I can tell you how trade spend works. 90% of people don't know what that is, right? And that's on the AR side, right? There's so much things that I can tell you as a professional that's just going to sound like gibberish to most people. So yes, it is very important that people get hung up on accolades and degrees and professionalism, because that's how you get across to the world that I am an expert in my craft. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, don't like. It was very disappointing to see someone on social media with a high level of influence just act that way. But yeah, I don't know. I hope this video helps someone as to understand like why your credentials, why your degrees, why your background matters, especially if you're helping people. Whether you're helping people, handling money, so many jobs out there take it for granted where you don't know how many lives you're holding in your hand, right? I live in New York, so I'm gonna use the MTA as an example again. If MTA had zero professionals, the trains wouldn't run, right? You would have more issues. Like New York City, people wouldn't get to where they need to be. I believe they have two train operators. They have someone that drives the train. They have another guy that operates the doors, makes the announcements, and checks to make sure, hey, we're on schedule. If there's a delay, we need to hold up. There's a whole system of communication. There's a communications people back at their home base or whatever, always watching out for these things, right? So it's very important. Anyway, I'm not going to get on a rant. Sorry for the long video, but I hope you enjoyed it and took some value from it. Thanks for watching.